Hi, students. This is a game that is about a researcher and manuscripts. It's a one-to-one ordering game, Prep Test 69, Section 2, Game 1. And I already set up my rules and I even solved the first one. We have my base as a number line, 1 through 7. These are my variables over here, F, G, H, L, M, P, N, S. And then I wrote out the rules like so. The first one is a relative rule that is a 3-part relative rule. We have H is before S, but after F. So this is what this looks like. And my next rule is the GP block. Then my next two rules are about at least 4 before and at least 4 after. I chose to write them out this way. Like it says at least 4 are before L. So I'm like, okay, L has to be 5, 6, or 7, and at least 4 after M. So M has to be one of the first 3. And then H can't be 5. So that is done. We're all diagrammed. The first one is an apply the rules question. So I just went ahead and solved it, and I wrote down my answer choice here, so maybe we can use it again. MFHSLGP. Let's look at our next 4 and see what is a good one to answer. Number 2, what can't have been written third? Well, I know H could be, so I could eliminate that. I would move on for now. I also see like number 4 is which of the following can't be fourth. Again, I can eliminate S because I know that, but I would just kind of keep moving and look at some of the other ones. Number 3, if H is the next manuscript after M, which of the following could be true? Well, let's write that one out. This is talking about if H was right after M, so that would give me an MH block. And then how would that relate to the other rules? Well, we know that F has to be before H, S has to be after it, so we have that. And then we would still have the M and L restricted to 3 spaces each, the GP block. Okay, here's what I see. We have an MH block just for number 3, and M also has to be one of the first 3. Now, when I combine this with M being one of the first 3, I see M would actually have to be either second or third. So let me try setting this up. M could be second, then we could do F over here, and then S would come anywhere in the last 4. Then there would be the GP block and then L. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. I don't think I need to really fill in the rest. You can also do M and H over here, in which case F would be either of the first 2. And then we would have that G, P, and L. We'd have to put G, P, and L over here somehow, because L has to be one of the last 3. So for each of these, G, P, and L would be at the end. This wouldn't work. This last like template with M on 3 wouldn't work because S would have to come after, and also L would have to come in the last 3. And then where would our GP block go? This is not going to work because we would need S. L needs to be back here. We need our GP block. That's too much stuff. It won't fit. So we can go ahead and just say that these ones aren't going to happen. So what about this top one? We know L has to be one of the last 3. So if L was over here, L could be over here, or L could be over here. If L was on 5, I would say GP and then S. If L was on 6, I would say GP and then S. And then over here, we could do either GP and S or S and GP. And these are all good endings to the FMH beginning. So let's see what our answer choices are for number 3. Which of the following, this is a could be true. Could it be true that F is second? Absolutely not. Could it be true that G is third? No. What about H fourth? No. Could P be third? No. Could S be fourth? It could be right there and right there. So E is the correct answer choice for number 3. After that, I would move to 5. 5 says if P was written before H, any of the following could be true except. So this is a cannot be true, could be true except is a cannot be true. The 4 incorrect answer choices will be could be trues. If P is before H, unfortunately, that is nowhere. I don't have any examples of P before H. So that's okay. I'll figure it out. Let's do number 5 together. 5, 6, 7. I'm going to draw. If P is before H, that would look like this: F and then H and then S. And then our GP block would have to work like that. And then after that, we just have the rules that are about M and L, which is that M is over here, L is over here. I could try to write out all of the possibilities for this, but I think a better idea is to look at my answer choices and see if I can just mentally picture 4 of them that could be true and then 1 of them that can't. Could F have been written first? I don't see why not. If F was first, that would work. Could G be written third? It looks like that would be fine. It looks like F could be first, and then GP could, no. Well, could G be, could G be third? Yes. Because G and P could be 3 and 4, and M could be 2, and F could be 1. That would work. Could H be 6? I don't see why not. We could have H and then S, and then L would have to be 5. That would work. Could L be 7th? This is the one that is going to cause a problem. It's going to clog everything up too much. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. L was 7. H cannot be over here on 5. So if L was on 7, we wouldn't be able to put H over here. H would have to at least be, H couldn't be over here either, because then we would have to put S somewhere between. That wouldn't work. The closest, we would have to put H over here. And if H was over here on number 4, it would need to have the GP block ahead of it. It needs to have F ahead of it. It needs to have M ahead of it. So that would be 4 things. We can't do that. So that's the one that can't be true. D can't be true for number 5. I kind of want to erase this whole part over here because it doesn't help me. This is all a hypothetical thing that couldn't happen. Let's look at what do we have left. Number 2, which of the following couldn't be third? Well, what couldn't be third? I have to test these. Right away, A is the correct one. S couldn't be third. That's it. I wasn't really sure. I was just going to start testing all of them. Then right away I saw it, because if S was third, we'd have to put F and H over here, and then where would M go? So that's the correct answer, is A. And then we have number 4 says, what can't be fourth? Well, let's see here. Again, I kind of want to test things out. Well, A is F. Well, I don't see why F couldn't be fourth. You can do F and then H and S, and then L. And then and then we could do like GP and M. So that would work. What about G? Could G be fourth? Well, we know that G could be fourth because over here it is fourth. So that's done. And what about C? Could H be fourth? I don't see an example of it. And I think we already tried to put H on 4 in that hypothetical number 5. it didn't work. Let's try it anyway. So H needs to have F go before it. So over here, we would need to have F and M at the very least. We need, because M needs to be in the first three, F needs to be before H. And then after H, we would need to have S over here. We need to have L over here. So kind of in our first half, we need F and M. In the last half, we need S and L. And then we have a GP block. We have nowhere to put it. There is no space. So H is the problem child. And that is answer choice number C. So number 4 is C. I hope this has been helpful for y'all. And let's see. Yeah, that was everything. All right. See you in the next game. Bye.